Hi, who is this? I don't have to. I'm medically exempt. Show me where it's a law. Show me a list of your rules where it's written down. Give me the number to your manager. Give me the number to corporate. I will sue you. I will get you fired. I'm calling the police. If you've ever seen somebody that acts like that, then you have seen a Karen. What is a Karen? Well, Urban Dictionary says a pejorative term for a woman perceived as entitled or demanding beyond the scope of what is appropriate or necessary. Sounds like borderline to me. And this isn't just females, this is also males. And I even saw one definition, it said white woman. But it's not just white people, and it's not just women. We have male Karens too, often referred to as Ken or Kevin or Darren. All demographics. There are Karens everywhere. Karens are troublemakers, social police, trolls, control freaks, demanding, attention seekers, accusatory, racist, antisocial, rude, impolite, lonely, no lives, contradicting, hateful, spiteful, annoying, have public meltdowns, drama queens. They love smear campaigns, leaving bad reviews, complaints. They're bullies and victims at the same time. What does that sound like? So, some scenarios you might see Karens in their natural state where they don't want to wear their mask. Now, before I get into this, this is not supposed to be a argumentative video. I'm not supporting either one, wearing a mask, not wearing a mask. I definitely don't want to wear a mask, but I do because supposedly it helps people stay safe. But even if you don't believe that, even if you're one of those people that believe that there's no such thing as the virus, that's fine. Society is asking that you wear a mask. It's being not just polite, but it's being social. It's offering something to society, being a member of society. These masks, it doesn't matter what the country says that they ask you to wear one or they say you have to wear one. These are private businesses that I'm seeing these videos in of Karens freaking out saying, I don't have to wear a mask. I'm medically exempt. You know what sucks about that is there probably are people who are, well, I know some people who are actually medically exempt from wearing masks. And that just makes it bad for them, makes it worse for them. It reminds me of people that have handicap signs and aren't handicapped at all. They just get it because they don't want to walk an extra car length to the store. If the business asks you to wear shoes, you have to wear shoes. If you're medically exempt from wearing shoes, then you can't shop at that place. It doesn't give you a right. Medically exempt works for public places and public buildings. Yes, these are businesses open to the public, but they're also private businesses. And they refuse service to anyone they want for any reason. I go into stores wearing my clothes. I'm polite. I wait in line. If they want me to wait 6 feet away, I wait in 6 feet away. Or I don't shop there. Real simple. Unless you're a Karen. Unless you believe that laws and social norms aren't for you. You're special and unique somehow. You're entitled. Entitled Karen. I've said a lot that, this video I'm saying, are they borderline? Is Karen borderline? But really, do they have a personality disorder? And I think so. I think most of these people that we see, and you can go see these videos of Karens in the wild, it's one of the channel's names, on YouTube, and you can see from beginning to end what's going on in these scenarios, and they're just absolutely entitled. And anybody who has a personality disorder has overlapping traits of most of them, maybe even all of them. So I see borderlines often. People ask me about borderlines. I say they're very entitled. They can be very entitled. They believe that they're medically exempt, that really, and they're not, because you can see them countlessly being arrested and taken to jail, and they don't have any medical issues. And even if they are, then you're not supposed to shop at the store if they want you to wear a mask. It's up to the store. If you don't like it, take further action, but you can't just keep punishing an employee a minimum wage employee and sit there and threaten her and cut her down and chop her down and say, oh, you just make minimum wage, haha, you're nobody, I'm going to get you fired. And the best one I see is, I'm going to sue you personally. Oh, really? She or he is doing their job, which they're getting paid $10 an hour for, trying to keep their job so they can live, and you want to sue them personally for doing it. It's just amazing. Complain about food, right? I want my money back. Give me my money back. And then they might even still want the food too. Massive entitlement. They'll devalue employees. It's disgusting. Demand refunds. Another scenario, big one I see a lot, and this is because they got to enforce the rules, don't they? The last thing they'll ever do is mind their own business, and they're so entitled and contradicting, don't know who they are. They're allowed to do whatever they want, but you can't do anything. It's unbelievable. For any of you who haven't watched these videos, I'm not going to encourage you to, because they might actually be triggering. Because these are disordered, exploitative, nasty people. They might trigger you. So, trigger warning. They'll hit your car and deny it and say you hit their car. And they'll go call the police and say you hit them. And if you don't have it on video, might be a problem. They will block you. They'll block your car, park you in. I've seen Karens go up to people and say, you have expired registration on your license plate. I'm blocking you in and calling the police. Better be careful doing that, because once you block people in, you're breaking the law. And it's a bad one. It's a big one. HOA. Anybody who ever had a homeowners association, aren't they just lovely? Oh boy, homeowners associations. I'll never live in one again. Never. Never, never, never. They believe that they are affiliated or maybe even above your homeowners association, and they'll come to your house and tell you that you can't park your car there. You can't sell something. You can't make noise. You can't mow your lawn. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't. I've seen Karen say that people can't drive down their street. It's their street, the public street. I've seen Karen say that you can't be in their neighborhood, not even down their street. 4 streets down, you're in their neighborhood. You can't be. Who are you? And they'll start, I want your name. And I don't know what it is about the entitled Karens that think that they can just walk up to anybody and demand all kinds of information from them, as if they're police officers or something. Only police officers can do that. Police officer asks you for your ID, show it to them. Though I've seen Karens go off on people's children. Sit there and abuse them and yell at them and scream at them. Take things away from them. Unbelievable behaviors. Personality disorder. Here's what it says. Type of mental disorder in which you have a rigid, unhealthy pattern of thinking, functioning, and behaving. They have trouble perceiving and relating to situations and people. What else explains that? What else explains that the best? Look, personality disorders typically surface the most and have the biggest problems with interpersonal relationships, okay? So all of you guys, most of you guys watching this have had a relationship or know someone who has a personality disorder, and you'll say, they're so mean to me, but, how come other people like them? Or how come they seem so charming? Or how come they get along with everybody else? Or how come they have friends? It's like, well, they don't really have friends. But their problems seem to surface in more emotional situations and relationships with people. So when it's surfacing because you're just going to the store and you're having a problem with everybody, the employee, and then now a customer, and then now the police come. Jeez. One thing I always say to help people identify personality disorder is it's those people your whole life that you came across and you're like, dude, are they insane? Like, are they in psychosis? Are they insane? And you're like, no, they're not. They're not. They don't talk to themselves. They, everything seems normal that way. But their behaviors are just erratic and just don't make sense. Personality disorder, typically. Karen, typically personality disorder. Borderline personality disorder affects over 3 million people in the United States every year alone. And that's diagnosed. I'd imagine millions. And tens of millions worldwide, easily. Tens and tens and tens of millions. Borderlines out there. Karens telling people what they can and can't do. It's pervasive. It's in all parts of their life. I mean, if you can't walk to the store without a problem, if you can't get your fast food without a problem, you can't go to, you can't mail something, or just walk by somebody doing something you don't like, and there's a problem, right? Unbelievable. Behaviors thinking that deviates from the expectations of the culture, causes distress or problems functioning. Karen. Borderline. We all have bad days, right? So I understand some of these videos, we catch people at their worst times doing the worst things, and some of them may regret it. But this is a pattern. This is a pattern. And you can see these scenarios, how somebody, these Karens will just walk right up to you, and they're already a problem. It's not like it evolved into this problem. It's not like they have a case or something. None of it's even reasonable at all. Unstable moods and behavior, and unstable relationships. When someone looks crazy but not psychotic. Inappropriate, intense anger or difficulty controlling anger. That's Karen. That's why they're doing it. They really are. That's why they're doing it. It's something inside, and it's this disdain and hate, right? And control. The ultimate codependent on crack is what I call borderlines anyways. Impulsivity. I mean, some of the comments, some of the things these Karens say, they'll have their children with them, and they're like being totally racist to an employee in front of them, like some kid, some 19-year-old black girl, and you got Karen sitting there calling her the N-word in front of her 9-year-old and 10-year-old children. I mean, it's just impulsive, right? I've seen Karens get in their car and just drive it right into a store, sit there and hit people, knock people over. You can't get more impulsive. Affective instability due to a marked reactivity of mood. Their affect, their facial, I'm losing words right now. Facial expressions, the way they express themselves, their moods, it's unbelievable. Like I know borderlines get misdiagnosed as bipolar. Man, no. Borderline is happy, sad, mad, glad, excited, bored, and you see these Karens, and it's unbelievable. I mean, they just go from 0 to 100 like that. And then they'll stop and start crying. And then they'll stop and say, oh, you're attacking me. And you're just sitting there going, dude, oh, you mean I stood up for myself? shows related paranoid ideation. Totally. A lot of this is motivated by these ideas they have. Depression is one of them. Depression is profound in borderlines. These Karens, they're all depressed. Straight up, they're depressed. They're depressed. They are depressed because they can't get along with anybody, and they're totally paranoid and think that Costco asking you to wear a mask means that my rights and my freedoms are being taken. Or just don't go into Costco. Your rights and freedoms in Costco. You have to wear shoes. It's your right to not wear shoes, right? But not in Costco. It's a private business. Stress-related paranoid ideation. Do they ever? Unstable self-image. This is a big one. This is all about Karen right here. Doesn't know who they are. Their self-image and their behaviors, they lack awareness like crazy. I mean crazy, crazy, crazy. They will accuse you of everything they're doing. Projection, right? But literally they'll come in the business and be like, I want my money back, and you are nobody, you are nothing, you are just a little peon, and you don't make any money. And then somebody will say, you need to get out of here. And they'll say, you're being rude. You are being rude to me. You are being rude to me. You're being rude to me. After they just went off and just accuse everything, and just call them names and stuff like that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The contradiction, right? I would never, and they do it. You're breaking the rules, but they are breaking the rules. The best one is, I'm calling the police on myself. Go watch these Karen videos where they call the police, and guess what? The police come and arrest the Karens because the Karens are breaking the rules and the laws. and they're accusing other people of doing it. Is that entitlement or lack of awareness or both? Borderline. Accusatory, must be center of attention, rapidly shifting emotions, inappropriate, intense anger. Already read that. Self-dramatization, theatrical, exaggerated. Oh, they can't just sit up at the front counter and say my food was wrong. My food was wrong! And you tried to kill me by giving me the wrong food. You tried to kill me. And I'm going to call the police and I'm going to sue everyone in here and I'm going to get you all arrested. Or just, I love that. I love that they'll attack. And the second you attack them back, you're attacking me. And they love to just sit and cause problems in a business, right? And they try to get all the other customers, behind them in on it. And it's like, dude, nobody cares. Everyone's in a hurry. Get out of the line. You're at a fast food restaurant, sitting there for 20 minutes, blocking the thing. They'll sit in a little mini convenience store and not let them help anybody. They'll sit in a drive-thru and never leave. Go ahead, call the police. I don't care. And then you call the police and then they leave. They appear to be very grandiose, lacking empathy, judgmental, inflated ego, self-importance, unrealistic sense of superiority. There's that HOA again. You can't have your lawn like this. You can't be doing this here. Do you actually live here? You can't park in my spot. That's a good one I saw the other day. You can't park in my spot. They're not assigned. No, that's my spot. It's just unbelievable. Believe they're better than others. Total bullies. Special and unique. Entitlement. Arrogant. Disdain. Hate. Failure to conform to social norms and laws. Impulsive. Irritable and aggressive. Lack of remorse, and solves problems with fighting or violence. Those are all sociopathic and psychopathic traits. Borderlines will often have psychopathic and sociopathic traits. So if you see a Karen out there in the wild, in her state, give her a shout. Hi, Karen. Because they love attention. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. This is more for fun. Let me know what you think. Give me some more examples down there of Karens and what you've seen them do. Tons of videos out there for you guys who want to watch it. And like I said, be careful of being triggered. If you've been manipulated and lied to and tricked and fooled and conned and cheated and all these stuff, abused and traumatized, if you're not totally healed from it, it might be triggering. Thanks, guys. Love yourself first. I'll see you later.